Raven, we have an urgent assignment. Your target is one of the engineers involved in the construction of our newest facility. He must be eliminated. The facility in question will eventually serve as a military outpost. The fact that it is still under construction does not in any way diminish our concern for maintaining secrecy. To this end, all engineers involved in the project are to be confined there for an unspecified amount of time upon its completion. One of them refused and took control of the security system. It may seem like a drastic measure, but the only way we can guarantee his silence is to eliminate him. Good luck.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
The gates that can affect the parts of the facility have been sealed. We'll release the gate locks one by one. Eliminate any opposition you encounter. Area secured. Proceed to B block.
We'd like you to investigate reports of a suspicious gathering in Sector 517. The sector has been under Mirage's control ever since Crest withdrew from the area. Unfortunately, given more pressing issues, we've neglected our duties there. This oversight ends now. As the administrator for the area, we have a responsibility for its security and integrity. Suspect activity, such as the gathering taking place there now, is best quelled early on. We're sure you'll resolve the problem to our satisfaction.
Enemy strength is unknown. Proceed with caution.
A Raven, attack!
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Transmission. The main force has been spotted in a neighboring area.
For security reasons, please wait until the first gate closes.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Raven, we've just registered a breach in the security net around one of our main power plants. Initial information seems to point to Mirage as the most likely culprit. Given Mirage's recent interest in developing unconventional warfare tactics utilizing AI-controlled units, we have good reason to be concerned. We'd like you to take up position in the power plant and repel any intruders that make it into the facility. Whoever is behind this assault, they are most likely trying to destroy the power condensers. Protect them at all cost.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Raven, it looks like we intend to waste time charges on the power condensers.
Objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Our objective during this mission is to wrest control of the dim forest region from Kisaragi. We would appreciate your assistance. Over the course of the past few years, Kisaragi's influence and power have dwindled significantly. Their grip on the dim forest region is tenuous at best. In fact, The only reason they still control the region is due to the presence of their elite jungle warfare unit. This team is particularly well suited to the conditions that exist there. Removing them from the picture is a surefire way of hampering Kisaragi's already difficult struggle to remain competitive.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
That's all of them. Nice work, Raven.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Thanks to the efforts of one of our operatives, we've confirmed that Crest possesses information about the Silent Line. Plans are underway to intercept the transport carrying this information. We'll launch our attack on the transport as it enters a tunnel on the B-17 superhighway. Your presence is required to deal with the civil defense team in charge of highway security. Keep the security forces occupied so they don't interfere with the efforts of our recovery team. I can't stress the importance of this mission enough, Raven. Don't let us down.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Raven, find a way to get their attention.
Disturbance detected. Seal off section B26. I'm sending in the Raven we hired.
Moving into position. AC. They didn't expect this. Operation successful. Thanks for your help.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Raven, we'd like your assistance in re-establishing Crest's control over Sector 513. You will accompany a contingent of our tanks and work with them to eliminate any Mirage forces encountered. Mirage is the dominant corporate power in the sector at the moment, but only because they seized control while our attention was focused on other matters. Since Crest maintains control of many other sectors in the region, we're interested in reclaiming our hold on 513 so as to preserve an undivided front. Given the tight confines in the area of operation, the number of units involved, and the fact that Mirage is using ECM pulses to disrupt radar functions, expect to have your hands full. The radar jamming measures that Mirage has employed may make it difficult to discern friend from foe. Choose your targets with care.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Be careful what you shoot at. Green GK model tanks are friendlies. The red BT model tanks are your targets. Destroy them all.
System switch to normal mode.
We've just received word that a detachment of Crest forces is en route to one of our outlying solar power conversion plants. All other Mirage-operated facilities in the region rely on this plant for their energy needs and will go offline if Crest's attack succeeds. Total loss of power at any of these facilities, even for a brief amount of time, would leave them vulnerable to subsequent attacks and render years of research worthless. We must avoid this eventuality at all costs. Take up position at the plant and prevent its destruction. Credits will be deducted from your reward to cover any damage repair costs.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Enemy targets approaching. Raven, avoid damaging any of the plant's assets. Targets detected inside. I'm releasing the gate lock. Please head in.
Retreat!
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Raven, the situation at our main air transport hub, Vargas Airport, is deteriorating rapidly. Immediate intervention is requested. Due to the facility's importance to our ongoing operations, a well-defended security perimeter is in place. However, repeated attacks during recent weeks have taken their toll. The rate at which security elements are being destroyed far outpaces our ability to replace them. Maintaining an effective perimeter around the airport has become extremely difficult. In an effort to counter this problem and reinforce our position, we've resorted to employing a Raven as added security during key transport operations. To this end, we'd like you to protect one of our transports en route to the airport for a scheduled refueling stop. The shipment of newly developed AC parts it carries must not be intercepted.
This is Alpha Leader. Target area in sight. Remember, the transport takes priority. Fire at your discretion.
Roger.
Roger. Roger.
Main system. Immediate combat mode.
We're touching down now. Let's keep this short. Excellent job.
Reinforcements detected.
Thanks, Raven.
The transport is clear.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Employees at one of our main power plants have just transmitted an emergency distress signal. They are requesting immediate assistance. According to their report, a fire has broken out in the facility and the automatic fire suppression system isn't responding. If the fire reaches the power condensers, the plant will be leveled. We'd like you to enter the facility and manually activate the fire suppression system. This is the only way to stop the fire from spreading. While the exact cause of the fire is unknown at this time, sabotage is suspected. Proceed with caution.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Raven, the security system is malfunctioning. You're clear to retaliate, but don't waste too much time. Fire suppression system activated. Fire suppression system activated. Fire suppression system activated. All fire suppression systems activated. Security breach detected. Raven, go check it out.
Thank you, Raven.
Target destruction confirmed.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Crest is currently involved in a number of large-scale construction projects on the planet's surface. These are being undertaken to secure our place at the forefront of redevelopment efforts. Delays in providing adequate security for all the projects is a side effect of our rapid expansion. We would appreciate your assistance. Specifically, your presence is required to reinforce the minimal security measures in place at Fortress VG-924. The brunt of any attack launched on the facility will be yours to bear. Good luck, Raven.
We're picking something up on radar. Checking for transponder recognition. Unable to verify. Commence your attack.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Inside the fortress. Watch it. They have control of the gun batteries. Targets have been detected. Fine, Raven. Hang in there. Targets have been detected. The enemy is retreating. Thanks for your help.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
It's just been confirmed. Crest is preparing to launch a major assault across the Zanar River in hopes of seizing territory from us. Our situation looks grim. Kisaragi lacks the resources to keep up with the redevelopment pace set by both Crest and Mirage. As it stands, simply holding on to the few gains we have made has been difficult enough. Sensing our predicament, representatives from Crest approached us with an offer to join forces. We of course refused, at which point we were told in no uncertain terms, join or be destroyed. We must take action. With your help, we'll establish a defensive position along the river's edge and halt Crest's attack. The line must hold, Raven.
Enemy targets sighted. Take them out.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Listen up. The enemy is on the move. Hold your positions.
What are you doing?
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Raven, we've just confirmed reports that Mirage has successfully integrated a newly developed weapons technology with their high-speed cargo transport. The transport must be destroyed. Mirage operates the transport in a complex of privately excavated tunnels just beneath the planet's surface. This setup makes it extremely difficult for us to stay abreast of new developments and keep them in check. All previous attempts to destroy the transport failed miserably. Now that modifications have been made, the task should prove even more difficult. Our ability to remain competitive hinges on your performance during this mission. Do not disappoint us.
The target is moving through Sector N17. Destroy it before it reaches Sector K11.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Watch it, Raven.
I'm here!
Mirage, this setup may all pre-out.
Combat system engaged.
Target destroyed. Nice work.
Mission complete. Combat system disengaged.
The objective of this mission is to launch an assault on Fortress VG-924, a soon-to-be-completed Crest stronghold. Early intelligence reports indicate that when the fortress is finished, it will function independent of human control. At this time, the facility is operating at only partial capacity. Current defense measures consist of round-the-clock surveillance patrols conducted by unmanned helicopters. A decoy will be required in order for our reconnaissance team to gain access to the facility undetected. Locate the fortress and engage any security elements you encounter. Take care not to be discovered before reaching the fortress. Proceed with caution.
Main system engaging combat mode.
The enemy controls the sky. Stay on the ground en route to the objective. Raven, you've been spotted. Alert broadcasted. Mission failed. Return to base.
Mission failed. System switched to normal mode.
Because of an oversight, our first surface-based weapons factory was built closer to the Silent Line than we intended. It is subjected to unremitting satellite-mounted cannon attacks. Mirage is aware of the constant threat faced by the factory and intends to take advantage of the next round of attacks to launch an assault of their own. The area surrounding the factory is rich in minerals, which, despite the obvious dangers, is the reason we maintain our presence there. A reward has been arranged that is in line with the difficulty of this mission. Mirage's efforts to seize the factory must be foiled.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Targets approaching. Move to intercept.
Raven, we're tracking the satellite's progress now. It will be in range soon. Watch yourself. Cannon bursts imminent. Keep moving.
A riot has broken out in one of our residential districts. The majority of those involved are underground citizens who feel they are being neglected compared to their surface counterparts. We suspect the riot was instigated by one of the other corporations in the hopes of using the chaos it has created to carry out a mission against our interests. One group of rioters in particular have already informed us of their demands. They claim that if these are not met, They will retaliate by leveling a building. The district has experienced rapid population growth in recent years, and if the rioters' plans were to succeed, the loss of life would be horrific. Also, a number of our most important backers reside in the district. We must do everything in our power to ensure their safety and well-being. We're counting on you, Raven.
Raven, they've moved into the building. Take them out.
They thought we were kidding, huh? Let's show them how serious we really are.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
They're preparing to set the charges. You'll have to work fast. There's no time to waste. Hurry! Up.
You're flying, Raven.
Retreating. Mission complete.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
The past few days have brought with them an increase in enemy activity in the areas bordering one of our solar power conversion plants. We believe an attack is imminent. This plant is the sole provider of power to other facilities we operate in the area and is vital to our interests. Efforts are underway to reinforce the plant's defenses, but the key power hookup for the newly installed gun batteries has yet to be completed. The power hookup requires linking the gun batteries to the solar collectors. Prevent the collectors from being destroyed while final preparations are made.
Facility in sight. Commencing attack.
AC identified its long spear.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Raven, we're still working on the power hookup. We'll provide backup as soon as the guns are online.
Raven, a series of exhaust plumes have just been registered by our early warning missile detection system. The launches appear to have originated somewhere behind the Silent Line. Analysis of the missile trajectories indicates that Vargas Airport is the intended target. There is still time before they reach the airport, but we must act quickly. Take up position on the airfield and destroy the missiles as they approach. The airport's stationary defenses can't be relied upon to take out all targets. Your presence will be the deciding factor in this engagement.
Raven, the missiles will be in range soon. There.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
control tower. We're taking heavy damage. Do something! This is the control tower. Thanks for your help, Raven.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
The following is an official announcement to all Ravens. Global Cortex is conducting mission qualification exams in the AC test arena. Our goal is to select a pilot from your ranks who is capable of carrying out and successfully completing a high-risk assignment. The test consists of a series of targets that appear at random. Destroy as many of these as possible. Please note, all participants will be competing alongside other pilots. Whoever achieves the best score will be selected for the assignment. Details regarding the mission will be mailed to the Ravens selected. Good luck to you all.
The test will begin shortly. Only one of you will be selected.
Main system. New combat mode.
Members of our intelligence network recently learned of a Crest plan to send a Raven into Layered Hub. We believe they are after information concerning the Silent Line. It's unknown whether any information can be retrieved from the controller's databanks, but we're not willing to take the chance that there is, and leave Crest to reap the rewards. This mission has two objectives. The first is to destroy the Raven employed by Crest. The second is to retrieve any information that may still reside on the controller's databanks. Our reconnaissance team will handle the data retrieval. Your job is to take out the Raven.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
That's odd. It's not responding. Someone's jamming the signal.
Mirage. Just as we thought. Moonsault here. Target identified. Moving in.
Roger that. Proceeding as planned. Moonsault down. Engaging the target now.
Watch out, Raven.
You'll pay for that, Raven.
Area secure. Good work, Raven.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
It has come to our attention that Mirage is accelerating plans to establish a main assault force made up entirely of AI-controlled units. Kisaragi has been assisting them in this effort. Kisaragi's involvement does not come as much of a surprise. The company has been struggling to stay on its feet, and this arrangement is most likely a windfall for them. We're sending you into Kisaragi's underground armory to delay manufacturing efforts and destroy the AI prototypes stored there. Heavy resistance is anticipated, so we've arranged to have a resupply vehicle accompany you. Inflict as much damage on the facility as possible. It has come, Kisaragi. We're sending heavy...
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
How's it going, Raven? The supply vehicle can recharge your AC twice.
says. Resupply complete.
exhaustive study of the satellite blueprints captured by one of our operatives has finally paid off. We now know how to take control of this massive weapon. But before we even consider doing so, a thorough, hands-on search of the premises must be conducted. We're sending you in to fulfill this objective. Explore as much of the satellite as you can. 60% should be sufficient for our needs. Work quickly and exercise caution.
This is Icarus. I'll hold at Docking Bay S2. Return here once your search is complete.
Understood.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Controls.
Units are closing on my position. Get back to the docking port as soon as possible.
There's not much time. Let's hurry.
Unlock gate.
AC recovered.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
This is an emergency request. A massive attack has been launched against our main headquarters. We require immediate assistance. Crest somehow found out about our plans to gain control of the satellite. They're doing everything they can to stop us. The attack consists of both ground and air units. Our security team is overwhelmed. Right now, their efforts are concentrated on the ground attack force. This leaves the building's rooftop undefended. One of our dropships is waiting to get you into position. Repel any units that try to land on the roof.
Enemy aircraft approaching. Don't let any of them land.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
AC target identified. Commencing attack.
Remaining inside. Destroy them.
Out of my way.
Our scientists are hard at work refining what could be a revolutionary breakthrough in generator enhancement. We'd like you to participate in the next round of tests. The technology is still at an early stage of development, but the prospects are encouraging. What AC pilot wouldn't enjoy expanded generator capacity and reduced energy consumption? Should research efforts pan out as we expect them to, the breakthrough would open avenues in AC development previously thought to be unattainable. The test will be conducted under conditions that normally push generators to their limits: aerial combat and maneuvers. The tests consist of two parts: missile avoidance and combat actions against targets we will designate. We expect you to push your performance levels to the limit.
Test preparations are almost complete. We'll start with missiles. Do your best to avoid being hit. At no time are you allowed to fire back on our units.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Begin.
transports.
Are these mirages? Raven, you're surrounded. I hope you came prepared.
Objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
A few hours ago, a major malfunction was registered by the system setup to monitor operations at all of our AI-controlled fortresses. The cause remains unknown. The problem is affecting all AI-controlled equipment, from mobile defense units to stationary security devices. Everything has gone haywire. Emergency strike teams have been dispatched to those facilities where the problem is most widespread, but the initial feedback we're receiving from them is not encouraging. Fortress NK-432 is the facility proving most difficult to recapture. One attempt already failed, and we're hesitant to squander more of our assets on another try. What we require is the expertise that only a Raven can offer. Please head to the fortress and destroy the AI mainframe computer. A Raven familiar with the facility will accompany you.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
The mainframe computer lies deep within. You'll cover ground faster if you split up. The entire fort is controlled by the computer. Advance with care.
Roger.
AC part acquired. AC part acquired.
Destroy the controls on the wall to open the gate.
Raven! Do you copy? I can't advance until you've destroyed the controls! I'm under attack! Hurry! Lock released. Moving up. Raven, I'll destroy the controls here. That should open the gate. Hang in there.
Defense is damaged. Halting combat and returning to base.
Raven, if you've received this request, you are one of the select few chosen to assist us on an upcoming assignment. Our objective is to remove the threat posed by the satellite cannon. The systems that operate the cannon are malfunctioning, and it's creating havoc on the planet's surface. Your goal is to locate the generators that supply energy to the cannon and destroy them. Heavy resist. We only have one shot.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Intruder detected. Activating countermeasures.
Gate lock released. I'm moving up. Requesting... Everything okay?
They're everywhere! I can't move! I need an update! What's our status?
I'm being overrun. They're everywhere! I'm hit!
It's locked. I'll see if I can unlock it from here. I got it, Raven. You can move up.
I'm going after the generators now. We have to hurry.
Enemy AC detected. Watch out.
No! I died? No more! Echo died saving his family. A true dolphin hero. Get this shit out of my Genesis.
We've completed our analysis of information acquired by the research team during their exploration of the old fortress. A passage leading to a new subterranean layer was uncovered. A representative from the Artificial Intelligence Office is thought to be on site, and we've confirmed that the signals responsible for recent equipment disruptions originate there as well. What's going on in this location? Might the AI scientists somehow be involved in recent events? The only way we can hope to answer these questions is to go see for ourselves. We're sending you into the facility to act as our eyes and ears in this matter. Locate the source of the signal and destroy whatever it is that's producing it. Good luck.
Combat systems engaged.
Raven, your signal.
I'm waiting.
Sierra's voice? Raven, it's not going to break down.
Checking serial number XA26483. Registration confirmed.
Establishing connection. Raven. Switching modes. Engaging final directive. System phase 22-4. Engaged. Scanning target.
Disconnecting. Reverting to safe mode. Main system shutdown. XA26483. My function is complete. Raven. The rest is up to you.
Raven, can you hear me? Raven, please copy. Over.